Imagine starting life with almost nothing, losing your father at a young age, working dozens of jobs, and only becoming successful when most people are ready to retire. This is the incredible story of Colonel Harlan Sanders, the man who built the global fast food brand KFC. Harlan Sanders was born in 1890 in the small town of Henryville. His childhood was far from easy. When he was just 6 years old, his father passed away, leaving his mother to take care of the family alone. Because she had to work long hours, young Harlan often stayed home to look after his younger siblings. At such a young age, he learned how to cook simple meals for the family. What started as a necessity slowly turned into a skill that would change his life forever. As he grew older, Sanders tried many different jobs. He worked as a farmhand, a streetcar conductor, a soldier, and even an insurance salesman. But none of these careers brought him real success. His life was filled with constant struggle and uncertainty. Everything began to change in the 1930s when Sanders opened a small service station in Corbin. Travelers passing through the town could stop for gasoline and a warm meal. Soon, Sanders started cooking fried chicken for his customers. His recipe was different from anything people had tasted before. After years of experimenting, he created his famous blend of 11 herbs and spices, giving the chicken a unique flavor that quickly became popular. Word spread quickly. Travelers began stopping at Sanders' restaurant just to taste his famous chicken. Business was booming. In 1935, the governor of Kentucky honored Sanders with the title Colonel, recognizing his contribution to the state's food culture. From that moment on, he became known as Colonel Sanders. But just when his success seemed secure, disaster struck. A new highway was built that bypassed his restaurant, meaning fewer travelers passed through his town. Without customers, Sanders was forced to close his business. At the age of 65, most people would have given up, but Sanders refused to quit. With only a small amount of money and his chicken recipe, he began traveling across the United States trying to convince restaurant owners to sell his fried chicken. He drove from city to city, sometimes sleeping in his car, cooking chicken for restaurant owners and offering them a simple deal. They could sell his recipe and he would receive a small commission for every chicken sold. Many people rejected him, but Sanders kept going. Finally, one restaurant owner agreed to partner with him. That single agreement marked the beginning of what would soon become KFC, short for Kentucky Fried Chicken. The idea spread quickly. Soon, hundreds of restaurants across the country were selling Sanders' famous fried chicken. By the 1960s, the brand had grown into a huge success. Sanders eventually sold the company, but he remained the face of the brand, wearing his iconic white suit and black bow tie. Today, KFC operates in more than 150 countries and serves millions of customers every single day. The story of Colonel Sanders teaches us one powerful lesson. Success does not depend on age, luck, or where you start in life. What truly matters is determination, persistence, and the courage to